Let me move on. Let me move on to the management of Sesa Goa. Now, Sesa Goa is no work now due to the bans on mining in Karnataka, in Goa in particular, which is their mainstay. There's hardly any activity that's going on at the company. We caught up earlier with the management of Sesa Goa, Mr. P.K. Mukherjee, who's the managing director there, and we started by asking him just that. What's the level of activity? What's the latest from Goa? Any indications on when any of these bans would be lifted?
So Goa, at the moment, it is total lull. Absolutely no activity so far mining is concerned. As you are aware that since September 10th, everything is stopped. First, state government has stopped to ensure that everything is coming back into the place properly, including the regulatory mechanism. And then only they wanted to start first transport and then thereafter allow the mining companies to resume after checking the various approvals, documents and their authenticities. Immediately thereafter, Environment Ministry also suspended all the environmental permissions, and that was the second lock for Goa mining industry. And thereafter, state government has announced another committee under Justice Khandeparkar, and in that the membership was given to two retired directors of NIRI, then one IIT professor, then some chartered accountants. But after that, APIL was filed, and thereafter Supreme Court has told that until this matter is investigated by the CIC, everything will be stopped. So that was the third lock. So right now, all the processes are stopped. CEC is supposed to submit the report. That 4 weeks have passed, but we understand that it will be submitted by 29th of this month, and thereafter we have to await the further direction from Supreme Court as to which side it is going.
So what does this mean for Sesa Goa, sir? I mean, given that most of your business is linked to mining activity there, most of your earnings are linked to that, where does that leave you?
See, for Sesa, the main revenue, or rather only profit earning, major profit earning 97 or 98% was basically from iron ore, and the total iron ore cash flow has been stopped. So right now we have the value-addition business of pig iron and metallurgical coke. That is also suffering because availability of iron ore consequent to this ban in Karnataka and Goa. So, so far the cash is concerned, there is a huge strain on cash, and our fixed cost itself, we are not in a position to match from the cash flow which I get from my pig iron business. So there is a huge drain on my cash flow.
So what's the backup plan, sir? Just wondering, is there talk about expanding into other states, or is the situation pretty much the same across the country?
No, absolutely no, because Odisha, 2 years, as you know, that 2009 or 2010, I think 2010 we had come out of Odisha. So our businesses are confined to Karnataka and Goa only, and that has been stopped totally. So we are not thinking of going anywhere outside the state, and it is not that easy also. But definitely we have gone into Liberia, which is quite far off, and Western African country. We are very upbeat on Liberia. Of course, there will be a cash flow issue right now if it continues for long as to financing the project. But we will find out the ways and means for that, definitely. And we are very upbeat on Liberia. There is a regulatory mechanism, there is a absolute clarity. There is no issue at all. And whatever reserves and resources we are finding, there is a huge reserves and resources we will be able to come across. And we still committed to give the delivery of first shipment in FY14.
Okay. Sir, a quick word on another area of interest, and that's the progress on the Sesa Sterlite restructuring. Anything you can tell us there, sir?
Sesa Sterlite matter is in the process of the court approval right now. Both Chennai High Court and Goa High Court of Bombay bench, Goa bench of Bombay High Court is in discussing this matter, and we still committed. We still remain committed for delivery. That means that we still remain hopeful that it will be completed by December end.
Okay, let me then come back, sir, to the mining issue. I believe there was a meeting with the Central Empowered Committee appointed by the Supreme Court. Any outcome that you can share with us from that? Any expectation of a relief coming out of those talks and negotiations?
No, so far CEC meeting is concerned, that happened in respect of Goa, and for that I think CEC is very clear that what is their role will be. the canvas has become much broader than the Shah Commission. They are looking into all other aspects of mining, and going by what they have said yesterday, that they are going to follow the Karnataka model besides looking at individual cases. So that means we are, if that has been becomes approved by Supreme Court, we are in for a longer time. What they have said that if there are no issues, everybody cooperates with the court and their processes, at least 6 months it will be, we have to go through the pen process, otherwise the pen process will be longer. So far Karnataka is concerned, Karnataka, I think we are expecting very soon to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
So you're looking at a timeline of 6 months or so, sir, after which you expect some clarity to emerge?
I can't take any guess on that, because in Karnataka's matter and Goa matter is totally different, because Goa, there are ministries of both state government as well as the central government ministries are very much forcefully working on that to bring in appropriate mechanism. So this is different, and I'm sure that will be deliberated in Supreme Court also. So it will all depend on Supreme Court order.
So just one last question, and this is slightly hypothetical, but once these bans are lifted, etc., just trying to understand the level of production that we would be looking at. I mean, if you give us a sense of what the level of production was before the ban, we'd have some sort of a guesstimate, I guess.
So Goa, you see, Goa volume this year we are expecting that Goa volume will be about 14 million ton, and little about 2 million ton will be Karnataka. So whatever we have done so far, I think about 4 to 5 million ton we have done until September. So that remains, and that is the end. And when Karnataka starts, then Karnataka will revenue will come. So it will be a simple arithmetic depending on when it starts Karnataka.
All right. Thanks so much, Mr. Mukherjee. Appreciate you having taken the time to speak with us. Activity is nearly at a standstill for the company. The stocks are trading today 1.5% lower, but until you see some resolution of the issues in Karnataka and Goa, it's tough to understand how to look at this stock right now. Let's slip into a quick break on that note. Let's come back with the global market, see how things are shaping up. Not much in terms of US market action. They were closed for Thanksgiving, but we'll try and understand what's happening in Europe.